I was a preschool dropout. You know, the episode the fanbase seems to agree is the worst episode of the show? Yeah, that one. It's been a couple of years since I revisited it for our video about the worst episode of My Life as a Teenage Robot, and my opinions are constantly changing, so I figured our journey to discuss all of the episodes of My Life as a Teenage Robot was the perfect opportunity to determine if the hate is warranted. I'm going to disregard the episode's bad reputation, and I'm going to watch it with clear eyes and an open heart.
Mickey, Mickey, Momo! The Mickey Momo is an attitude.
Alright guys, I'm with you. That's all I had to see. Can I leave now? Joking aside, this opening song was an abnormality in the script of the episode, put in by one of the writers. It's a reference to a retro anime I had never heard of, but at least we've got confirmation that weebs existed in the early 2000s too. The song actually ties into the story of the episode, as Jenny was unfamiliar with it since it was released a year before she was created, 6 years ago. So technically Jenny is 5 years old. I remember you guys freaking out when I made that joke about fans shipping Jenny and Tuck when we made a video about the different ships. Is it weird to ship them? Yes it is. Although Jenny is 5 years old, she still has the consciousness of a teenage girl. This still raises questions like, why would Nora want her robot to be modeled after a teenager? I'd like to see you give her an excuse which doesn't come across as kinda creepy. Gah, I'm sidetracked. Surely there's nothing mentioned in the next few seconds that could derail this video again.
So you don't remember the blizzard of 24?
Nope.
Or the Alpha Centauri landing? Super Bowl 100?
Nope.
Stop, we've already covered it. Control yourself, fanbase. Anyways, Vice Principal Brzezinski overhears that Jenny is 5 years old, prompting him to call the cops on her so they can bring her to kindergarten. Jenny gets taken away to a magical land of drooling toddlers against her will, and as a mature young lady would, she explains the situation to the kindergarten teacher. Naturally, she's ultimately ignored because the teacher can only see her alumni as brainless Neanderthals. Unable to reason with the psychotic teacher, Jenny is forced to sit down and learn with the children. Thinking that she can convince the teacher that she's not brain dead, she tries to prove she can identify words based on the letters they start with. The teacher never gives her a chance, so she ends up losing her cool, listing every word she can think of that starts with the letter O. One of the key words she missed was obsessed, which the teacher was when she destroyed her classmate with wordplay. To try and learn more about these cone-headed toddlers, Jenny tries to join in on a game of make-believe house. The children disrespect Jenny by forcing her to play as the dog, making sure she knows what they think of her. Another kid wants to be the robot, but
I am the robot.
I am the robot. I am the robot.
You are the robot. You are the robot. But
You are the robot. You are the robot.
Jenny eventually cracks, making the poor kid, who is clearly voiced by Brad's voice actor, run off screen crying. Despite Jenny's cruelty, she is given another chance to hang out with the kids at the playground. Unfortunately, after her last stunt, the entire class wants nothing to do with her. They disapprove of her so much, they freeze time just to prove that they have no time for her.
what about you? I suppose there's not enough room in your mud pie factory for two.
Bazinga. Kids bully Jenny to her breaking point, prompting her to use her robotic strength to knock all of them off their feet, even giving some of them black eyes. I've said it once, and I'll say it again. There are some situations deadly robots just don't belong in, and one of them just so happens to be a fucking kindergarten. This stunt actually worked out in Jenny's favor, as the irreversible brain damage changed their minds, and now they love their robotic attacker. They like her so much that they muster their combined strength to carry the 600-pound robot to nap time. I'm starting to think that Jenny isn't the most abnormal thing in this classroom. Just as Jenny is about to get some closure with a nice nap, Mrs. Wakeman busts through the door, explains exactly what Jenny already explained to the teacher, forcing Jenny out of her new utopia. That's about it. There's not a whole lot to this one, outside of the speculation of how old Jenny is and what year the show is set in. I get why the episode is generally disliked by fans. Much like Unlicensed Flying Object, the episode is constantly putting Jenny through peril for the sake of jokes. This is upsetting to the community because they really connect to Jenny as a character and they don't want to see her being put through these hopeless situations. This was all made worse when the Alpha J Show picked apart the episode. His video had a pretty far reach, which I'm confident influenced the results of the poll. I'm kind of in the middle myself. The episode isn't all that special to me, but I still had fun revisiting it, even if it was just for the sake of this video. So no, I wouldn't say this is the worst episode of My Life as a Teenage Robot. No, that's an episode I'll have to revisit soon too. But who cares about my opinion? What do you think? Is this really the worst episode of the show? If it's not, what is? Tell us in the comments below. Oh, and one last thing. Thank you so much for 20,000 subscribers. I still remember being so excited when we hit 100 subscribers back in 2016, so this milestone means so much to me. I hope to see you again when we hit 30,000. I've been your narrator, Andre. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a rating. If you want to reach us, leave a comment. Or check out our other platforms. Links are in the description.